This is the library. I'm looking like a spy through the blinds. It's actually... There's no one going shush, and it's quite high tech. I see something called a digilab over there. And there are rows and rows and rows and rows of, guess what? Books. There's a lot of them. But it's also the archive at the Open University. And this lady loitering in the background here, Lorna Maguire. I won't shake your hand because you're purified. You're in charge of other things here. The actual archivist is gallivanting away somewhere at the moment.
She's off on a jolly, yes.
She's off on a jolly. I do notice a lot of people at the OU having lots of holidays.
It's a very quiet time at the moment.
You've got some things out here as well.
Yeah, the university. This is the university archive.
Yeah.
Although it's situated in the library itself, it is actually responsible for looking after and preserving the archives across the whole of the university.
Oh, wow.
So,
I thought you were going to say universe then. I thought
well,
you'd look
one day.
You'd look a lot more tired than you do. Yeah.
Perhaps. But as I say, it is a particularly unique role. So we're very fortunate to have quite a number of very special collections within the university archive, which we want to make accessible.
Definitely. You've got some bits and bobs relevant to the actual university itself. Now, for those not in the know, I know of people who have studied with the OU, so I do know about Sesame, the paper that's still in circulation.
It is indeed. It keeps
going. Looking at it, it looks all old and aged, and it's actually younger than me, only just by about a month. And this is a copy kept the very first issue in the archives, along with, here we've got Betty Boothroyd speaking engagements. Now, I saw Betty Boothroyd at Birmingham giving out degrees and bits and bobs.
That's right, yes.
Is that what she does now?
She does indeed, yes. Not quite sure. I think she's retired now.
Okay.
She was our
maybe this was her last one last year.
Yes.
That's when I saw her.
But we're, again, very fortunate to have her entire collection of diaries, papers and so on, which she donated to us, to the University Archive.
So is the archive in this building as well? It's pretty
indeed.
handy for you
It's very, very nice. This is the only unique environment for archives across the whole of the university. We have a deep store just behind you.
Well, is that, when you say deep store, I picture the very last scene of Indiana Jones when they drop that case in a big warehouse.
Not quite.
A little bit more sterile.
It is a bit of a cold environment, colder environment,
Okay.
just to make sure that stuff
Doesn't
remains,
go manky.
doesn't go manky or
Which
mouldy.
I think is the technical term. You've got some photography as well. Now this looks like it's on a film set. It looks staged.
It's This Is Your Life with Aim and Andrews.
Oh, it is. So that it's lit for TV.
One of the first ones that was produced.
Wow.
With Jenny Lee there.
So Jenny Lee, to those that don't know, everybody watching this probably that's not
one of the first women MPs, first Minister of Arts, and very instrumental in putting the whole of the Open University concept together.
As were Labour as a party themselves.
With Harold Wilson.
With Harold Wilson, there's lots of political archives and bits and bobs.
That's right, and Aaron Bevan, of course, was Jenny Lee's husband, and he was instrumental in putting the NHS together.
I'm looking at that picture there. Mm-hmm. Is that the actual thing in the picture, do you think, or is it just one of them?
No, this is the original, one of the originals. I'm not sure how many is left.
Looks like it's made of Lego, but this is this won awards, didn't it?
It did indeed, in 1970, a design award.
For a kind of a compact home use microscope, so that people could study all kinds of exciting things in the comfort of their own home.
It was revolutionary at the time because the idea is that all the kits went out into the home so people could study as a student in the comfort of their own home. So everything had to be manufactured to suit that. And here we have one of the first handbooks in 1972 with the microscope on
being
the front
used
there,
actively.
Being used next to the kitchen sink there.
Lord knows what he's looking at. It looks like
growing mould.
Yes, exciting mould. I'm sure we know just about as much as we would want to know about that. That's fantastic. Yeah. So over here you've got all kinds of bits and bobs, and I see some work in action at the moment.
This is actually a photograph of the first degree ceremony
There's Betty Boothroyd.
There you go. I think that's Jenny Lee.
Oh, actually, they go to the same hairstylist.
That's right.
I was going to say,
yeah,
she's
she's
a lot younger,
a very distinctive hairstyle. But part of what the University Archive is doing now is actually opening up access to wider audiences for people across the net. And one of the projects that we're doing at the moment with Kat here is to digitise thousands of photographs that we have in the archive at the moment.
And how do you do that? Do you scan the negatives on a flatbed, or have you got a negative scanner? Or
no, I just scan the print images using the scanner there.
Scan the prints. Do you have to go really, really high resolution, or do you just do it for the web?
No, we do sort of medium resolution.
Yeah.
So
So if people do want to do another print of it, you can do?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
Okay, with the use of the monster scanner and all the other bits and bobs that are going on here, once that's all scanned and done, will that be on the internet for the whole world to see?
Absolutely, to everybody. We've already got some really interesting archival stuff on our Open Learn website.
Oh, excellent. Well, let's hope that you get through all the millions of bits and bobs before the anniversary that's coming up soon. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.